Hello, today I'm going to be talking with you about how EMDR therapy works to treat anxiety. Hi, I'm Emma Coble. I'm a licensed professional counselor who sees clients in Denver and in Colorado and also in all of Florida. Today, we are going to talk a little bit about the symptoms of anxiety, how you know if you have anxiety, as well as how EMDR, which is a kind of trauma therapy, can help you if you're experiencing anxiety. So, have you ever experienced the kind of intense anxiety that maybe keeps you up at night? Your palms are sweaty, your heart is racing, it feels like everything is so overwhelming and you're constantly on edge and just not feeling like yourself. If you're having these symptoms, I want to first of all tell you you're not alone. Many of my clients are high achieving, high performing women who work incredibly hard and are very perfectionistic and anxious type of people. And this is a really common thing for women to experience and feel, especially because we hold ourselves often to really high standards, and society also holds us to really high standards. So first I wanted to say you are not alone if you are feeling this way. Secondly, it's important to be able to recognize what are the signs of having really high levels of anxiety. You may feel some physical signs, like I mentioned, like the heart palpitations, or you may be sweating, you may feel your heart racing as well as you might have some mental signs of overthinking, thoughts that are on a spiral, obsessions, things like that. And you might also find yourself having some behavioral things maybe you find yourself avoiding certain things, avoiding even doing certain things or starting certain projects because it just feels so overwhelming to do. So these are some signs that you might be feeling some anxiety, and it's normal to feel this every once in a while, of course, but if you're finding yourself feeling it a lot or it's feeling very, very intense, it might be a great idea to reach out and get some support. And of course, a lot of people, when they're having anxiety, they will turn to regular talk therapy to talk through anxiety, maybe work on challenging some of the thoughts that are making them feel stuck. Totally makes sense. However, one thing I have found is that traditional talk therapy really cannot often get at the root of what's causing anxiety, which is why I love EMDR, which is eye movement desensitization reprocessing therapy, to really work on anxiety with my clients. So one study found that 3 90-minute EMDR sessions helps people reduce their anxiety symptoms significantly. And this is a little different. It's usually used to treat trauma, but another study found that EMDR treated PTSD better than Prozac. So the reason why I believe EMDR is so helpful at treating anxiety is that all of us carry some kind of trauma, some kind of stuck beliefs, some kind of old wounds that contribute to how we operate and how we experience life in the present. And these things that we hold on to are often not rational. It's often not something where we can talk ourselves really well out of the feeling of anxiety that comes up when our partner isn't telling us how great we are, or when we feel like a friend is excluding us, or when we are worried about the number in our bank account. Talking our way through these things often doesn't really help. We have to get to the root of the fear, and we have to heal trauma that is lodged in the body. And this is exactly what EMDR does, because it is a somatic kind of therapy that uses bilateral movement. So oftentimes this is your eyes moving back and forth. It can also be bilateral tapping as well, but it engages your body, which has been shown to help you process traumas and store memories as long-term memories rather than continuing to react to them as if they are happening now. So with EMDR, we work on, first of all, like processing those stuck memories so that they can become stored as long-term memories and not trigger us as much in the present and not give us this reactive response in the present to things that might not actually really be threats. We also work on helping you learn to calm your nervous system using the bilateral stimulation, but also using techniques like finding a safe place for you, developing inner resources for you, finding allies for you, having ways for you, tools that you can use to actually calm yourself down in really stressful situations. We also work on changing negative beliefs, but again, we don't work on it as much in terms of like, that's not rational. We work on helping you change the belief that you feel in your body. So this has been really a powerful one for a lot of my clients. This is incredibly soothing to our whole nervous system, and as well as it allows us to have healthier coping mechanisms in the present. So how long does this take? So every person is different with what they're coming to therapy with and with how complex their trauma is. But I would say the majority of my clients feel some relief in like 6 to 8 sessions. Some people feel relief sooner than that. And if you have an intensive EMDR session, you might feel relief a lot sooner than that. However, a lot of clients like to continue and explore other kinds of traumas and other things that might be triggering them as we go forward with therapy. So if you are interested in therapy and you live in Colorado or Florida, I would love to chat with you. Please reach out for a 15-minute consult. Thanks.